Okay, so I said I would continue on. This is the recruiting system, how you get a flow of resumes, applications. So if you want that, make sure to check out the other video on this. This is the whole system on how it works. Then I did another video on each individual channels the 3 channels that just bring you people. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm talking about the hiring. So I'm going to share my screen now. It's going to show you this 10-step process. Okay, so bear with me. There we go. So there's the 10-step process on the career history. This is my system. It's called the A team. It's how you get the A team on your team. Right, so it starts off right here with the scorecard, which is just a card. This is the same thing I talked about in the system here. It's just characteristics you're looking for in this person. It's also setting the expectations of what the job is. Okay, so there's those 2 things. Then it moves to number 2, advertising. Okay, so making sure that your ad is on point. And then it moves to this part, which is they sent you the lead, right? You got a resume or you got an application. Now you got to look at their career history. Okay, so the form should be around career history. You want to see how they were, an indication of the past of how they were, right? If that's good, right, have criteria to say, okay, this is good or this is not this is a pass or a fail. And then, oh, you move to phone interview. And then from the phone interview, you have an in-person, right? So the phone interview is quick. You don't want to waste a lot of time. So you want to get quick 30 minutes. Is this the right person? Do they pass or do they fail? Right? If they pass, they move on to the in-person, and then they move on to the reference call. Right? And then a job trial. And these are all filters. What we're doing is we're actually creating a filter here. All right. So this is the funnel. And then we onboard, we do quick growth with that. So once you received it, they go through the phone call, the in-person, right? The references, and now you have somebody, right? And now you got somebody for a job. So what you need then is an agreement, right? So here we put agreement. This is the second part of the system. Detailed agreement about the job. Now this is so important. This is the foundation. The agreement holds the stuff together. So it's important that in the agreement that all the expectations and all the rules are written out. Okay? And in the management system, what we want is there's 2 parts. There's the expectations to get a reward, right? So we'll just make a little present here. Right? So expectation to get a reward. And then we have rules here with consequences. We can put a little stick there. Right? So this is the management system in a nutshell. That's what we do. Right? We praise and we reprimand. So now we get down this funnel. There's an agreement. The agreement should have a compensation model. So this is the next piece right here. Compensation. Oh yeah, I can't write. It's backwards. Okay. Compensation model. Okay, this should be, in this this is the employee. And this is the company. And what you want is alignment in your compensation model. So you want to make sure that the rules of the game are about motivating them to achieve their own personal success. And if they can do that, then the whole company creates success also. So you create alignment in the compensation model. And that's part of the agreement. So as the manager, you're here, right? You're here. Uphold this agreement that they agreed to the rules of this game. Okay, so then once they've agreed, it then moves here to onboarding. This is the onboarding. This is where you need to have a tool to teach the employee how to do their job. So you have to be able to explain to the employee what their job is. So you need a guide for them. You need a guide for them. So this is starting to sound complicated. It is. There's a lot of moving parts. So if you want to create a guide, you have to create a guide for them that works with the onboarding. Okay, so here we have another guide. And what do I mean by guide? I mean, it's a training program. It's a way for the employee. It's also a resource so the employee can go and check, how do I do my job? So it explains to them how to do their job in detail, right? So the expectation is all there. Then we have the meeting rhythms. So now that you've onboarded them and they now know how to do the job perfectly, and they're incentivized to do the job perfectly, they feel empowered, they have choice now. If they want to work hard and make more or not, right? Then you onboard them using a manual that shows them what their job is all about, right? That's where we're at. And now this person's going to continue on. So the compensation model should give them rewards for achieving certain goals. Maybe it's just experience time, but over time you should get more money if you're getting more experience, right? That needs to be combined with monthly coaching with the manager. So the manager helps that person with anything they found that they need to improve upon in order to get them to their goal. So the manager has meetings set up for the month. Okay, so that keeps the whole rhythm of everything in play. That the manager's there to help grow people. The people all have a coach to turn to that's helping them grow, and in turn helping the company grow, and everyone is in alignment. And the flow, you don't have many issues because your agreement is very detailed and specific and agreed upon. And it's reminded of. So when all the rules are clear and everyone agreed to want to win, then we have a company that's running with harmony. Then we have a company that's not in the chaos, trying to deal with all the fires. We're now clear. We're in harmony. Freedom. That's what this system is all about. It's about bringing the small business owner freedom by instilling this system in place. To stop relying and depending on people, but depend on your systems. And don't let your business own you. Own your business. So if you enjoyed this, check out the recruiting one if you haven't. If not, my name is Jean-Luc Boisson. I'm a business coach. I'm a systems expert with small business owners, especially service businesses. So message me, check out my website if you want help.